We're here with head coach Brian Durocher of the BU women's ice hockey team. The Terriers are playing 2 games against Boston College this weekend. What are the keys for this weekend's games?
Well, I think it certainly starts on the extremes. In goal, they've got a fantastic goaltender, Molly Schaus, and then up front they've got a premier center iceman in the game that Kelly Stack is probably right up there with the top 2 or 3 players in the league. So we've got to make sure we take care of business and get screens and the tips and rebounds against Molly, and obviously know where Kelly Stack is on the ice. Other than that, I think it's kind of our attention to detail and discipline that we don't want to end up on the short side of the penalty game. We've I think taken 7 or 8 more penalties than our opponents, and for a team that's carried the play territorially, we've got to avoid that and not take liberties and keep putting ourselves on the penalty killing side of the game.
Even though the team is missing a few players the past couple weekends, what are some things that you saw last week and the week before that you've been working on this week?
Well, clearly it's great that some new faces played a different role, whether it's a little bit more penalty killing time, a little more power play time. Certainly, Holly Lorms and Louise Warren stepped up. Janelle Kohanchuk got reacquainted with Lauren Sherwick and Jillian Kirchner, which gave all of them a little bit of a new look on their lines. Taylor Holtz, I think, played well. And certainly the defensemen, we kind of parted down to 5 of them. They all got a little bit more ice time and answered the bell very well. So I think from top to bottom it was a learning experience, a little more of an advanced role, and I think that's the pluses that we certainly had out of it. Now we're getting back together and putting the lines back the way they were before, and hopefully again we're generating a little more offense, but staying on top of things defensively and not giving up goals.
Since the team is playing rival Boston College, I think the players are going to have a little extra pep in their step this weekend.
I don't think there's any question that everybody gets pretty excited for these games. These are 2 big games. I mentioned early in the year that the 2 against North Dakota were going to be big games because they were going to be our only crossover games with the WCHA, so they mean a lot when you look at the RPI, the end of the year categories that are part of that RPI. I think these 2 games will have a lot to say for the standings in the league, for status nationally, because again, somebody could sweep this weekend and win the season series, have the tiebreaker in the league, and have some of the RPI categories enhanced in their favor. So they are big games, and I like to think that we'll be ready, as will the people down the street.